Okay, so here we are in Audacity. I think we're on activity 8 now. We have recorded our news, our sports, our weather, our commercials, possibly an intro. Maybe we've even put in some kind of effects onto some of our things. We've moved around some tracks, and we put some sort of background music in during our commercials at least, if not our intros. Which is to say we're basically done here, and what we want to do is export this thing as an MP3 file, which is a very convenient way of sharing music. It's pretty much any download you've ever gotten on iTunes or something like that. It's an easy thing to attach to an email or to post on Instagram or Facebook or some social media like that. So this is kind of our takeaway on this. So what we're going to do is, since our thing is basically done, we're going to go File, Export, Export as an MP3. But you knew it wasn't going to be that easy. You want to make sure that it's named properly, Mr. P News MP3. You would probably put you and your partner's name in there, so it's easy for the teacher to recognize whose stuff it is. And there's already this nifty Audacity file that has been made in your documents. When I click Save here, it's going to say it's mixed down and exported as one stereo file. That basically means you can't mess with this anymore. You can go back to this Audacity file and continue to modify it, which we may do in a future activity, number 9 or number 10. But once you do this on an MP3, it's what we call read-only. It's just going to play that music. So I say OK, and it gives you a place where you can put your information here. Mr. Pat, I'll call this Mr. Pat Test. And you can put other information in here. You don't have to, as long as it's labeled somewhere on there. And then when you say OK, it's going to mix it down. And what you're going to need to do then is get into your Audacity folder. The best way I found to do that is to look on my recent files. I've been playing with a bunch of downloads, which is something you may do next activity. But down here where it says Audacity Mr. P, and I click, oh, it's already open in another window. Ha, how silly of me. Is that it? Nope, that's not it. Let me see. Where is my Audacity? What I'm going to have to do is go to this PC shortcut. All right. Oh, look at that. My Audacity folder shows up right here. Or it could show up under your documents. There's an Audacity folder there. And look, here's my data folder. Here's the Audacity file. So if I wanted to go back and mess around with this more, do more recording, do more effects, and in a minute I'm going to show you some ideas about using sound effects and making a little addition to your recording. Of course, that's the Audacity symbol there with the little headphones. This little orange cone here, that is my blah, 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 blah. Here's my one track. There's my amazing recording. So what I might want to do is here, make this half size. I like to just drag it out into my desktop because it's an easy place for me to find it. It's kind of annoying to have to get it out here. All right. I could then, let's see, go into my drive here and go to my Google Drive. Or another way of doing it, new. Come on, Google Drive. New. File upload. I guess this is the better way to do it. Go to my desktop. Double click there. It uploads it. Takes a minute. There we go. And if I go in my recent drive, come on. Computer's being a little slow today. There it is, Mr. P News MP3. Now what I might do is blah, 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 blah. Go ahead and download this. That way I know it's in my download folders. And you are going to compose an email to Mr. Benson or to Mr. Paterini. And you're going to say, you know, whatever your, you know, Steve's recording, something like that. Maybe here. Click on this guy here, attach it, little bar graph there, and that's how you're going to share it with your partner. So whoever's logged in is going to send it to themselves, which I know sounds weird, but that's how you're going to be able to save it. Email it to yourself, your partner, and to your teacher. And then you're basically done and moving on to the cool and fun activities like playing with sound effects, etc. All right? So I know it's a little bit, convoluted and just kind of a little bit confusing, but you should be able to handle this. Long and short of it is, once you export it as an MP3, you want to attach that MP3 file to an email, however you get it there, and then when you click send, your teachers will sign you off. So, good luck.